Hey, First United Methodist friends, it is Pastor Shannon here with our weekly update for May 12th. Well, we are in the middle of the sermon series called Crossing the Difference Divide. We are talking about how we can engage in conflict in healthy ways, how we can disagree peaceably and remain like Christ, even in the midst of such a polarized and divided society. Well, as always, when I prepare a sermon series like this, I do a lot of research, I read a lot of books, and there's always a lot of really great information that I want to tell you about, but it doesn't always fit in my sermon series, or it doesn't always make sense to do so in the midst of a sermon. So today, that's one of the things I want to share from you, and it comes from one of the books I read for this series called Thou Shalt Not Be a Jerk by a pastor named Eugene Cho, and he has this great chapter called Thou Shalt Not Lie, Get played, or be manipulated. Now, we all know that there's a lot of misinformation that is all around us these days, especially on the internet and on social media. And it is hard to discern what is true, what is real, what is unbiased versus what is biased. So I've got like 3 quick tips just to share with you all today so we can make sure that we are doing our best to be discerning and truthful when it comes to the things we share and read online and also the news and the content we consume. I'm reminded of Matthew 10:16, where Jesus tells his disciples that we are to be as wise as serpents and as innocent as doves. And I think that really applies when it comes to discerning the kind of content and media that we engage. So a couple just little tips and tricks that I have. The first is around AI, artificial intelligence. I don't know about you, but it seems like in my social media feed, every other post is an artificially reproduced video or photo, and they're getting really good. It's getting really tricky to tell what is real versus what has been artificially generated. So whenever you come across a video and it looks a little weird, it maybe looks a little suspicious, double check it, check the source, kind of ask, is this AI or is this real? I have definitely been duped by videos. A lot of the videos I watch are like cute animal videos, and then I watch it and say, oh, that's such a cute dog or horse, and then I look down and people are saying, well, this is AI, and then I go back and watch the video a little closer, and I'm like, oh my gosh, sure enough, it totally is AI. So be on your guard, be discerning when it comes to AI. The second tip I have is to check out unbiased news sources. So we all know the big cable news networks. You have Fox and CNN and MS. It was MSNBC. I think it's MS now. But the thing about all those cable news networks is that they are all for profit. Their goal is to keep you entertained. They want to keep you engaged and keep you watching so that their ratings go up. Their goal isn't necessarily to give you the news in ways that are factual. They want to give you the news in ways that are going to keep you entertained and keep you watching. So you're certainly welcome to watch whatever cable news network that you choose to do so, but I would also encourage you to add in some unbiased news sources into your media feeds. So a couple that I really like are NPR, National Public Radio, PBS NewsHour is really great, the Associated Press or the AP. All of those are non-profit or non-for-profit news sources, so they are going to tend to be a little bit more factual, maybe a little bit more dry and boring, but they're not going to sensationalize the headlines in the news. Also, our local news stations, Channel 5 or Channel 4, Channel 41, Channel 9, those are great places and sources for news as well. And then finally, one just tip I have is to always verify and fact check before you share something or before you repost something. Eugene Cho tells a story about how he kind of shared a video without knowing all the information, and it later came back to kind of bite him in the butt because he was spreading information that wasn't entirely true, that wasn't entirely factual. So before you hit that repost or that share button, just make sure that the source is verified and that it actually did happen the way that it is being presented. All right, well, that is my media fun facts or tips for you today. This upcoming Sunday, I'm really excited because we're having a special guest speaker. Reverend Trista is a PhD candidate. She is a Wesleyan and Methodist scholar, and she is going to be talking to us about a Methodist public witness. We'll also have our fellowship lunch on Sunday, so be sure to bring a side dish, a dessert, or a salad, some sort of food to share, and I am looking forward to seeing you then.